The folks at UniGear sent me this new hat, and it's got some interesting components. Let's check it out on this review. The folks at UniGear sent me this nice fishing hat. You can see it's got a gap up here at the top and it's SPF 50. But the interesting thing is how all these accessories attach to it. For example, here's the sunshade for the back, and it goes over the top, which is interesting because now the brim of the hat is holding the sunshade out. On a typical hat, the sunshade will be on the inside, like this, a lot closer to your neck, and it may not give you as much ventilation as this one does. But that's not all. If you're in an area that's bugged by mosquitoes, it comes with this mosquito net, which again just goes right over the top. Fits down over your head, and then there's an adjustment control right here to where you can tighten it up next to your neck. Now looking around here, you know, you get pretty good vision through the mesh. It is a little bit glary in the sun here where the sun is hitting the mesh, but other than that, I think this will work pretty good. So here's the face shield. This is the last piece of the system. It hooks into the brim of the hat and also has some connections down here to hook into the sunscreen. So if you really wanted to get total coverage, you could hook this right up to the sun shield and really lock in where the sun is going to penetrate and where it's not. Pretty cool, don't you think? Well, I'm not going to use the face shield, I don't like that, but I'm going to use this hat for a while, see how I like it, and see how it compares to the other one that I've been using the last couple seasons. But first impressions are pretty good. Comfortable, it's adjustable with this strap back here, so you can tighten it up as much as or as little as you want. It also comes with this little bag right here where all these attachments can fit in so you don't lose anything. That's kind of handy, because otherwise I think these things would get spread all over my garage. Now I got to get back to fishing. We'll see how this keeps me sun-free on this bright sunny day here in the surf. Out here trying to catch some whiting in the surf. The guys at the pier said that they were running up close to the beach. So I've got a couple rods. I got one at short range and one at medium range. My buddy Dick has 3 rods out, and he's also got those at different ranges. As usual, I'm using the Angler app to keep track of everything and to mark any fish I happen to catch. So, fingers crossed, let's see if we can catch some whiting. I've been out here for a couple hours using this hat, and one of the features I think I like about it is that there's a little bit of a wire along the brim, so you can form the brim however you want it. And that's really convenient, you know, to get it to be exactly where you want it to block the sun and give your eyes some shade. So here's a little bit of a negative regarding the sunscreen on the back. I've noticed that when the wind here, it tends to fly up and go up on top of the hat, and that reveals the back of my neck a little bit. Now I guess I could fix that by just putting it underneath the hat and wearing this more like a traditional hat where this is going to stay closer to my neck. So anyway, there's a little bit of a negative. Let's keep testing. Well, I'm not skunked. Got a puffer. Well, let me get this guy back in the water. Well, I've been wearing this hat with the screen as a separate unit around my forehead because of all the wind. I thought that it might bug me to have that extra band around my forehead, but you don't really notice it. So I think that is actually another positive characteristic about this hat, is that you can put it close to your neck, or you can spread it out if you want more ventilation. Interesting. So I wore this hat on the surf, liked it there. Now I'm out in my kayak and want to see how it works out here. You know, one problem with this UniGear hat is if you get a light wind and you have the flap on the outside, it tends to blow up on the top of your head. So it's kind of a trade-off between having your neck being cool and being protected. So at that point, when you got a windy day, go ahead and put it on under the hat. So the question is, if it's always windy where you are, maybe this isn't the right model to get. What do you guys think? Throw your comments down below.